You say you do trucking and real estate. How do you combo those both together?
So it's a journey. You know, it's a journey. Definitely tough, but it's worth it. It's my experience. I started out doing real estate. That's my passion. That's my first passion is real estate. I got started years ago. I got started, I guess, about 10, maybe 10 years ago. I bought my first property about 10 years ago. And then as I got, started buying more properties, I got into the trucking industry.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm doing both, so I started off, it's a story, but I started off with drivers. So I went and bought trucks. I'm a little crazy. So I went and bought trucks and got drivers before I knew how to drive myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's something else I learned outside, and then I learned to utilize the funds and the revenue that was coming in from trucking to then invest in my real estate. Whereas before, I had a 9 to 5. So, I used that income and different benefits to invest in real estate. When I transitioned out of 9 to 5 over to have my own trucking company, just same thing, just use those resources to turn around and invest in real estate.
How's that industry right now, the trucking industry? I know I was in there for a while.
Yeah.
What is your outlook on it right now?
Yeah,
and
interesting.
One more thing too. What type of trucks? They box trucks, 18-wheelers?
The big boys. I went and got the semis.
Okay.
I went and got the big boys. So, I did a lot of research before I jumped. I did some research as far as, when you say research, we say money. How much money is it? How much something costs, how much can I make, how much I pay the drivers.
Exactly.
So I did that thing and then talked to a couple of homies that had been doing it for years as far as driving. So I learned from that. But now the truck industry is interesting. A lot of things have changed since I started. I started kind of, I don't want to say beginning of COVID, but during that time, oh man, the money was,
flowing, right?
It was different kind of money.
Yeah,
it was different kind of money, man. I was, if we could say numbers, I guess I would pocket, I don't know, maybe $4,000 in a week and didn't put my shoes on. So it was that then, and then, pandemic things change, presidents change and what have you. So now, my expert opinion, it's not as much as it was to whereas I could have 3 drivers out, and then make enough money off of them for myself. It was enough to stretch and make sure everybody was comfortable. Not so much now. So I am driving myself. I got my own trucks, so I go and get it myself now, as opposed to depending on other people, to find their way to work and all that kind of thing. So
yeah,
exactly.
A lot of guys had to switch over and do that.
Yeah. Got to make the adjustments. The hustlers do.
Oh yeah.
Pivot.
That's right. Pivot. Got to make it happen. It's gonna work. It's gonna work.